Hi, good to see you. We continue to be in this season of Lent and a number of additional activities. A Lent study on Monday nights. We're studying the devotional book, Seeking Honest Questions to a Deeper Faith. That's also part of our worship theme through Lent. Also on Wednesdays, today, the Lent luncheons put on by the Iowa Falls Ministerial Alliance, and today is our responsibility for offering the meal and the meditation, so we hope to see you there. So we enter now the fourth Sunday of Lent. And for this Sunday, we continue to be in the Gospel of John, and we are in the 9th chapter of John. And it's a long story. Basically, it's a story, disciples and Jesus are walking along. They see a person who is blind. And the disciples ask Jesus, "Rabbi, who sinned, him or his parents, that he is blind?" Jesus says, it doesn't matter. And Jesus just simply spits in some dirt, makes some mud, covers his eyes, gives the man his sight. And then they leave. And then the man is kind of left on his own. Kind of somewhat troubling for me here. The man is left on his own, and then he has to face his family, he has to face his friends, he has to face the Pharisees on his own. All of these people, the disciples, the family, the friends, the Pharisees, enter into this conversation with assumptions. And the assumption is this man or his parents did something wrong and he cannot be the same person. How could Jesus return sight to somebody who has sinned? Only God can do that, right? And so they keep badgering this man who did nothing, right? He didn't even ask to have his sight back. They keep badgering him. How did it happen? Who did it? Who's responsible? Who do we blame for this? It's troubling. Right? Sometimes the questions we have of our faith, of our religion, are bad questions, which lead us to a bad theology. Our question for this week is, who sinned? And it's a bad question. And the answers to it will give us a bad theology, a bad assumptions. Right, this blind man does not fit into the world views or the religious views, the theology of the time, and so what happened to him cannot have happened. And because of their assumptions and their thoughts, their views, their opinions, they miss simply the glory of God happening in their midst. If something doesn't fit, we just leave it out. A lot of our faith is just built on mystery. There are no answers. It just happens. I don't believe that in this world everything happens for a reason. I really don't. Sometimes stuff just happens. But we also know that in the midst of all that stuff, that God is there, that God is present. You know, one of the surprising things, well, it's not really surprising, but one of the things I notice in this story is after the man's sight is given to him, his family, his friends don't recognize him. They're not sure it's him, right? And that just reminds me that in those moments of encounters with Jesus, those moments of compassion, those moments of grace, those moments of peace, they leave a mark. And we are changed. Others are changed. It's just the nature. This man was changed and unrecognizable. So a question I have for you to meditate on today. Do you allow others around you to be changed by mercy and grace? Or do they have to continue to be the people that you always thought they were? Grace is all around us. Will we let it be? We'll see you soon. Thank you.